In today's lecture, we will study about the life cycle of agaricus. The common name is mushroom, which is an edible fungus. And in the old literature, it is known by its generic name Sapilota. It is a saprophytic fungus found growing on the soil, having the decaying litter on the forest floor, in fields, on the wood logs, and even in the manure piles. It grows best in the moist and shady places and commonly seen during the raining season, and it is cosmopolitan in distribution. And if we study about the structure of the agaricus, it can be studied in two parts. One is vegetative mycelium, another is fruiting body. If you see the vegetative mycelium, here you can see the vegetative mycelium. In case of agaricus, there are three types of mycelium: primary mycelium, secondary mycelium, and tertiary mycelium. Primary mycelium originate by the germination of uninucleate basidospore carrying plus or minus train nuclei, and it is monokaryotic. Secondary mycelium, it originates from the primary mycelium after fusion of hyphae of two opposite strain, one plus strain, another minus strain. When they will fuse with the somatic pairing, they will form the dikaryotic mycelium, which is long-lived and abundant, which you can see in the diagram 1b. While the tertiary mycelium, when the secondary mycelium grows extensively under the soil and become organized into a special fruiting body, that is a basidiocarp, which is usually made up of the dikaryotic hyphae, then the hyphae, the tertiary mycelium, it will give the umbrella above the ground. It will give a stout body basidiocarp, that is through the tertiary mycelium. And in this case, basidiocarps, the mycelium, they have the dolipod septa, which is an important features of basidiomycetes. Next is fiery ring of the agaricus. These are also known as the fiery ring agaricus because the mycelium, it always grows the centripetally, that is from center to the sidewise, and usually form the circular colony. And as it increases in the diameter on the outer edge, the mycelium, they always give rise to the fruiting body, which will give the appearance of the small fairies. And the inner ring of depressed growth increases in the growth of the fungus within the soil at the same place, and it will reduce the growth of the other grasses. Next is the reproduction in agaricus. What are the different ways in which the agaricus reproduce? It can reproduce by the vegetative reproduction or with the help of the asexual reproduction. In vegetative reproduction, it reproduces by the perinating mycelium, that if we cut the basidiocarp in very small portion, it can give rise to a new fruiting body, that it is undergoes the vegetative reproduction. While during the asexual reproduction, there are specialized type of spores, that is the chlamydospores, that is a thick wall and intercalary in position, which on germination give rise to hyphae. Oidia, it forms under certain condition, and they have also known to have the sexual function in the diploization. Next is sexual reproduction, how the sexual reproduction takes place in agaricus. In this case, the sex organs are completely absent and their function has been taken by the somatic hyphae. First of all, the plasmogamy is there, which is the first step of the sexual reproduction in agaricus. Two opposite strain mycelium, they come too close to each other and they get fused. Each of the fusion result into the dikaryotic cell. Then this dikaryotic cell by the successive division give rise to the dikaryotic mycelium, and it is perennial and a characteristic fruiting body of mushroom every year after year. Then is the karyogamy, which is the second step in the sexual reproduction. It is considered to be delayed and it young place in the young basidium. In it, the fusion of two nuclei it will takes place, and after that meiosis takes place. And after karyogamy, when meiosis takes place, basidiospores are formed, which are haploid in the nature. Now, how the basidiocarp will develop? Here in the diagram, figure 3, you can see the development of the basidiocarp. Here you can see the development of the basidiocarp. When the mycelium it will undergo in the soil, first of all, when there is a somatogamy, that is a dichromatization, there will be a small cluster like structure of mycelium, and it will come out of the soil and it will visible small white button like structure. That's why it is called as the button stage. In next step, there is formation of the prelamellar chamber, where there is separation of the mycelium to form the roof-like structure. And in this case, in the prelamellar chamber, gill formation will takes place in further step, which you can see in the diagram C and D. As the basidiocarp get elongated, this gill chamber, this prelamellar chamber, it will far apart to give rise to gill chamber, where this mycelium in form of the gills it will hang down, where the meiosis takes place and the basidiospores will be formed. Here is the structure of the mature basidiocarp of agaricus. The lower is stipe-like region and the upper umbrella-like is pilus, having the hanging down gill position. And there is one structure annulus, which is actually the position where pilus was attached with the stipe. So there is development takes place in the gill region, and it will show differentiation into the fast gill lamellae and shows the meiosis resulting into give rise to the basidiospores. Here you can see internal structure of the pilus and the vertical section of pilus. Then if we see the structure of stipe, which is a basal portion of the basidiocarp, in this region the hyphae run longitudinally parallel to each other, and usually there are two type of the tissue: compactly arranged hyphae in the peripheral region, which is called as the cortex, and the loosely arranged hyphae in the inner position, that is the central position, which is known as the medulla, which you can see in the diagram 6 in the transverse section of stipe. Next is pilus. Pilus is actually the umbrella shaped upper structure on the stipe, and it is usually having the diameter 5 to 12.5 centimeter, and usually 300 to 600 stripes of the tissues known as the gills, they are present in the pure in the mature basidiocarp, and it usually turn black to the purplish or yellowish color. And if we see the detailed structure of the gill, it consists of the three portion: trema, subhymenium and hymenium. Trema, it is usually the middle part of the gill, which is made up of the loosely arranged interwoven mass of the cylinder hyphae, where the hyphae they run longitudinally. After trema, there is portion of the subhymenium. In the subhymenium, usually in the subhymenium section, it is just the layer beneath the fertile layer. The fertile layer is called the hymenium, and just below the hymenium, there is a subhymenium layer. In the hymenium layer, the topmost part of the mycelium, it get converted into the basidia. It converts into basidium. Here you can see in basidium how the dikaryotic cell, basidium cell, fusion will take place, karyogamy will be there, then meiosis will give there. From the tip of the basidium, small stride stigmata structure will arise, just like the pinpoint structure, and then the four haploid spores, the four haploid nuclei, they will move into that structure, to form the basidiospores. And the mature basidiospore, they are discharged by the water drop mechanism or the water bubble method, in which a drop of liquid develops at the hilum position, the point of the stigmata. The pointed end of stigmata is called hilum, where water bubble will arise and it will put a pressure on the basidiospores and it will shot away from the stigmata. So in this, as in this, you can see it is it is pushed with the large pressure, so that basidiospores, they are dispersed at the large distance. And when these basidiospores, they will fall on the suitable substratum, that is full of the rich in the humus and the wet soil, then it will start germinate to produce the primary monokaryotic mycelium, either of plus strain, another of minus strain, and the two different strain fuse to form then the secondary or the dikaryotic mycelium, and the secondary mycelium will again develop into basidiocarp. So this was the life cycle of agaricus. Thank you.